All right, let's get straight into it. We're cutting through all the hype and the noise to get to the signals that are actually moving the needle in the tech world today. So here's what's on my radar. We're going to look at China's very real robot army. Then the AI arms race, where the real fight isn't about quality, it's about cost. We'll also cover how coding is ceasing to be a barrier for new businesses, a critical warning about your hardware, and finally, how all of this is converging into a future that is much, much closer than you think. First up, something that honestly sounds like it's straight out of science fiction. But believe me, this is a strategic reality that's unfolding right now on the China-Taiwan border. China just revealed a combat-ready humanoid robot. And let's be very clear, this is not some trade show demo. There's a 1.1 billion yuan deal already signed with a company called Ubitech to get these things deployed. And this isn't some distant 10-year plan. The rollout begins this December. 500 of them. By 2027, 10,000. What you're watching is a fundamental change in military and border control strategy. The front line is being automated, and it's happening fast. So from physical armies, let's pivot to the digital ones, the AI model wars. Everyone is obsessed with who has the best model, but they're missing the real story. The real battleground is price. So a new challenger just stepped into the ring. It's an open-weight model called Flux 2, and it is gunning directly for the big players. This is one to watch. This one chart tells you everything you need to know. Look, is the industry leader, Nano Banana 2, technically a bit better? Yeah, maybe. But is it 7 to 8 times better? No way, not even close. For anyone trying to build an actual product at scale, that cost difference isn't just a small detail, it's everything. The race is no longer for the best model, it's for the good enough, cheapest model. If you ask me, this is the final nail in the coffin. The entire industry of e-commerce product photography is done. It's over. Why would you pay for a studio, a camera, a photographer, when an API can spit out better images for pennies? The next generation of online stores will be built on this. It's a solved problem. And this incredible, cost-effective AI power isn't just for making pictures. It's a tidal wave that is washing away the old barriers to starting a business and completely rewriting the rules of how we buy things. Think about it. For decades, this has been the #1 killer of great ideas. The brilliant concept that just fizzled out because the founder couldn't write the code themselves or afford to hire someone who could. Well, you can officially consider that problem solved. Anthropic's new model, Opus 4.5, didn't just pass the coding tests. It absolutely destroyed them. I've been testing it myself, and the back-end systems it generates are shockingly good. The game has just changed, permanently. Just think about what this means. You can use one AI to dream up your user interface, and another one, like Opus, to build the entire engine behind it. A founder's job is no longer execution, it's about vision. Look at Alibaba's Lingwing app. You can build an entire business on your phone. It's the ultimate democratization of building things. And on the other side of the coin, look at what OpenAI is doing to the shopping experience. This new feature they have is the future. You're not just going to type TV for bright room into a search bar. You're going to have a conversation with an expert AI that helps you figure out exactly what you need. It's how shopping always should have been. But here's the thing. All this amazing software is just vapor. It's ghosts in the machine until it runs on physical hardware. And in the physical world, the rules are very different. The stakes are just as high. Okay, a bit of practical advice here, and this is something I learned the hard way. Your solid-state drive, your SSD, it's not like an old magnetic hard drive. It doesn't store your data forever. It holds it using an electrical charge. And over time, that charge actually leaks away. So here's the bottom line. If you've got a backup SSD sitting in a drawer somewhere for a few years, there's a good chance that data is already corrupted or gone. Now, you can get technical about it. The cheaper QLC drives need power once a year. The better TLC ones can go maybe 3. But honestly, here's my advice. Forget all that. Just plug in your external drives every few months. Don't even risk it. And looking at the bigger picture, the giants are already preparing for this new reality. We're hearing that Google is building a completely new AI-native operating system, and even an Android for robots. They understand. You can't just bolt AI onto old systems anymore. You have to build the hardware and the software around AI from the very beginning. So where is this all headed? What's the end game? What happens when you put all these pieces together? The cheap and powerful AI, the new ways of building things, the AI-first hardware. You get a future that is completely integrated. Just imagine this scenario for a second. It starts with your own personal data. Your AI companion is keeping a constant, passive eye on your biometrics, your glucose levels, heart rate, right from your watch. And it doesn't just buzz your wrist with a warning. That's old thinking. It acts. It sees your blood sugar is about to dip, it knows you're finishing up work, and it automatically tells your home robot to get a meal ready. Proactive, not reactive. Look, I know this sounds futuristic, but every single technology we've discussed today is a necessary building block for this exact system. I've seen these kinds of technology stacks converge before, and believe me, the pace is staggering. We are probably only 5 to 6 years away from this being a commercial reality. So the critical points, the one I want to leave you with, is this. AI is getting incredibly good at execution. It's becoming our coder, our designer, our analyst. And that forces us to ask a very fundamental question. As all these complex tasks get automated, what's our new role? What is the uniquely human thing left for us to do? That, right there, is the real story to watch.